So in this video, we're going to focus on equivalent and simplified fractions. So fractions may look different, but in fact have the same value. So let's take a look at this here. We're going to make 4 pizzas, okay? And we're going to show this as an equivalent fraction, even though they're going to be cut in different ways. So in the first pizza, we're going to cut it in half, okay? And let's say this person, okay, and this is Trevor, has eaten half a pizza. So you can see that the shaded part is what he has eaten, okay? And now Jackie, she's going to cut hers into 4 pieces, and she's still going to eat 2 pieces. So this is Jackie, okay? And then good old Talia here. Talia's going to cut hers into more pieces. She's going to cut it into 6 pieces, okay? And she's going to eat 3. Okay, so that's Talia. And then Jared, well, Jared likes to cut his properly like most pizza shops do. And he's going to cut his into 8 pieces. And then he's going to eat 4 pieces. Okay, and that's Jared. Now, as you can see, all of these pizzas have the same amount of shaded colour. So they've technically all eaten half a pizza, okay? So we've got Jared has cut his into 2. He's eaten 1 out of the 2. Jackie's cut hers into 4. She's eaten 2 out of the 4 pieces. Talia's cut hers into 6, and she's eaten 3 out of the 6 pieces. And Jared cut his into 8, and he ate 4 out of 8 pieces. So even though these fractions look different, they actually all represent the same thing. Trevor is the simplified version. However, these are all equivalent fractions, okay? So we write it like this. 1/2 is equal to 2/4 is equal to 3/6 is equal to 4/8. If they all can come back simplified to 1/2, then they all have a relationship. They are all equivalent fractions. So equivalent fractions are produced by multiplying the numerator and denominator by the same number. This can be also worked backwards by dividing the numerator and the denominator. So if we look at the multiplying situation here, we start with a simplified fraction, okay? And all these bigger fractions are equivalent fractions, okay? And it's important to remember what you do to the denominator, you do to the numerator as well. So if we take this fraction here of 2/3 and we want to make an equivalent fraction and make it larger, what we do is we pick a number, and I've picked 2, multiply it by 2 to get 4. What you do to the top, you must do to the bottom, multiply 2 to get 6. So this 4/6 is actually an equivalent fraction to this simplified fraction of 2/3. If I take this and I multiply it by 3 on the top and the bottom, both numerator and denominator, I get 6/9, okay? Now, coming back to the simplified version, it's still equivalent, because if I do the opposite and go 6 divided by 3, I'm going to get 2. 9 divided by 3, I'm going to get 3. So this way is multiplying, and this way is dividing. So look at the green. If I multiply it by 4, I get 8. If I multiply it by 4, I get 12. 2 times 4 is 8. 3 times 4 is 12. And I keep going with the blue. I multiply this numerator by 5 to get 10. I do the same to the bottom. I take this denominator, multiply it by 5 to get 15. So all I'm doing is multiplying it by 1 extra value. So I'm going 2, 3, 4, and 5. All of these are equivalent fractions. They all have a relationship based on this original fraction. Okay? And if I want to go from this larger fraction, okay, and make it a smaller fraction, I have to divide. 15 divided by 5 gives me 3. 10 divided by 5 gives me 2, okay? So multiplying and dividing. So we're just going to take that information that we've just looked at on the simplified fractions to equivalent fractions. And now we're going to take these equivalent fractions in their higher form and simplify them to the lowest possible fraction. Okay, so we have this 12 over 20. All right, and we've got to find a highest common factor, a high number that goes into both top and bottom, to both numerator and denominator. In this case, the highest common factor is 4. It goes evenly into 12 and evenly into 20. Okay, so I think about this. What do I multiply to get to 12? 4 times 3 equals 12, so 3 becomes my numerator. And I do the same to the bottom, the denominator. 4 times what is 20? I've got to multiply 4 by 5 to get 20. Okay, so this is my simplified version of this fraction. Okay, so you find the highest common factor, the number that goes into top and bottom evenly, divide in, or work it this way, 3 times what is 12, or you can go 3 divided by 12 equals 4. So either way, you can use your turnaround facts, multiplication and division to help you out with that. Okay, we have a second fraction here to work on. And again, we're looking for the highest common factor that goes into both top and bottom, the numerator and denominator. Well, I know that 7 is the highest common factor. It goes into itself once and into 42 6 times. So therefore, my simplified fraction is 1 over 6, or 1/6. And we now have 27 over 63. The highest common factor that goes into both of those is 9. 9 goes into 27 3 times, and 9 goes into 63 7 times. So we've now simplified this fraction into 3 over 7 by finding the highest common factor. Now, one thing that we have been looking at is this lovely A, B, C fraction button you find on your calculator. So all you have to do is go 12 ABC fraction button 20 equals, and then you're going to get this answer. 7 ABC fraction button 42, and you're going to get this answer. 27 ABC fraction button 63, and you're going to get this answer. So it's this button on your calculator that will simplify fractions for you.